Hello students, today we will study class 9th Geography chapter 1 part A. The name of chapter is India, Size and Location. Here in this globe or in the map of world we can see the location of India. Here it is placed, right? Now, the learning objectives of today's modules are: understand the location and size of India. Second, understand the relation between longitude and time and latitude. Third, understand the concept of local time and standard time. Fourth, understand the position of India. Finally, we will understand the relationship of India with neighboring countries. So, coming to topic number 1, location of India. What is the location of India in the world? Actually, India is a vast country. India is very big country. It's not too small. It is lying entirely in the northern hemisphere. If we want to know the location of India in terms of hemisphere, it is in northern hemisphere, right? The mainland extends between latitude 8 degree 4 minutes north and 37 degrees 6 minutes north and longitude 68 degrees 7 minutes east and 97 degree 25 minutes. Tropic of Cancer wise, that is 23 degree 30 minutes north, divides the country into almost two equal parts. Here you can see the longitude and latitude: 37 degree 6 minutes, 8 degree 4 minutes, 97 degree 25 minutes, and here it is 68 degrees 7 minutes. And this line here you can see, this line is known as Tropic of Cancer. It divides India into almost two equal parts, one part and second part, right? Coming to the next point, to the southeast and southwest of the mainland there lies the Andaman and Nicobar Island and the Lakshadweep Island in Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea respectively. Again, here this is Arabian Sea and you can find Lakshadweep here. This area covers Bay of Bengal or island group of Andaman and Nicobar Island. Now, an important fact: the southernmost point of Indian Union, that is known as Indira Point, submerged under the sea water in 2004 during tsunami. There was a natural disaster in 2004. During that time, this Indira Point submerged under the sea. So, with the help of this map, you can see all the things: latitude, latitude, longitudes, Tropic of Cancer, Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, and standard meridian also. This you can see in your NCERT book also. Now coming to the topic 2, that is size of India. Area wise, if you want to know, India has a total area of 3.28 million square kilometer. It's not too small, it's very big, 3.28 million square kilometer. India's total area accounts for about 2.4% of total geographical area of the world. So, coming to the world, in the world it occupies 2.4% of total geographical area. And India is the 7th largest country in the world after Russia, Canada, USA, China, Brazil, Australia, and finally we have our India at 7th position. So, India occupies 7th largest country in the world. Coming to the next slide. India has a land boundary of 15,200 kilometer. If you want to know the land boundary, the length of the land boundary, total length, it is 15,200 kilometer and total length of the coastline. This is the coastline. This is the coastal area. So this is the coastline. The length of this coastline, including Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep Island, is 7,516.6 kilometer. So both the things you can understand with the help of this map. This is the land line, land area. So total length is 15,200. You have to learn this. And again the coastal area, coastline, it covers 7,516.6 kilometer. Now India is bounded by the Young Fold Mountains. Young Fold Mountains. This is very important. This brown color shows mountain area. It is known as Young Fold Mountain. It covers, or you can say India is bounded by the Young Fold Mountains in the northwest, north and northeast. So this is your northwest and northeast area. So India is bounded by Young Fold Mountains. So you can see how beautiful our India is. On the south of about 22° north latitude, it begins to taper towards the Indian Ocean and divides it into two seas. What we can say? Here you can see, here it is tapered. And here we have Indian Ocean. So what it did? It divides this part into two oceans. Okay, right? Two sea you can say. So here you have Bay of Bengal and here you have Arabian Sea. So what is that? Two seas, the Arabian Sea on the west and Bay of Bengal on its east. It's clear to all? Now the latitudinal extent influence the duration of day and night. So the difference, or you can say the duration of day and night, is because of latitudinal extent, which moves from south to north, right? Now here comes a very important fact again. That is from Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh. Let me show you. Here it is Gujarat and here we have Arunachal Pradesh. So what will be there? From Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, there is a time lag of 2 hours. There is a difference of 2 hours actually. If in Arunachal Pradesh it will be, you can say 4 o'clock. So here in Gujarat it will be around 2 o'clock, right? So there is a 2 hour difference between these two states. Hence, the time along the standard meridian of India, that is 82° 30 minutes east, passes through Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh, is taken as the standard time for the whole country. But in our country, we are considering, or in our watch, we can see there is a same time all over the India. Now, an important question arises here because of this 2 hour lag. Why 82° 30 minute east has been chosen as the standard meridian of India? It's very important question, beta. For this, to understand this, we should know what are meridians, you can say the longitudes and the latitudes. For this, we will first understand the latitudes and the meaning of longitudes. First, considering latitude. So these are the reference lines that are horizontal that run throughout the globe. I will show you. This is your globe. This is your globe. So you can see it is latitude. These lines, अगर मैं simple language में कहूँ, latitude means लेटी हुई. Okay. So these are the horizontal lines. ठीक है, लर्न करने के लिए लर्निंग मंत्रा दे रही हूँ. लैटिट्यूड मीन्स लेटी हुई लाइंस, राइट? सो these are the reference lines that are horizontal that run throughout the globe. Second, they are completely circular and they run parallel to each other. Again, they are circular, right? And they are parallel to each other. All lines, these latitudes are parallel to each other. And their number is 180. It's very big number. Their number is 180. they are used to know about the climate of any place. These latitudinal lines, they are used to know the climate of any place, right? So with the help of these latitudinal lines, we will be able to understand the climate of any place, right? Now coming to longitudes, these are the reference lines that are vertical and run throughout the globe. So here you can see the longitudinal lines. These are the long lines and these are the leti hui lines. Latitude means leti hui lines. The learning mantra I am telling you here, beta. Latitude means leti hui line, longitudinal long lines. So they are the vertical lines and run throughout the globe. They are semicircular. With these things you will be able to understand the difference between latitude and longitude also. Latitudes are circular, longitudes are semicircular. They are not parallel to each other. Latitude lines are parallel to each other, but longitudes are not parallel to each other. They are 360 in number. Number wise, they are 360 in numbers, whereas latitudes are 180 in number, right? So they are double. Longitude lines are double. They are used to calculate the time of a place. So with the help of longitude, you will be able to know the time of a particular place, whereas with the help of latitude, you will be able to understand the climate of a place. So with the help of these longitude and latitudinal lines, we will be able to understand the time and climate of a particular place respectively. These two reference lines are very important in geography. Now coming to the answer of that question, the earth is divided into 360 longitudes with a time gap of 4 minutes between each longitude. So here in this figure you can see these are the lines, longitudinal lines. So time gap between these two longitudes are 4 minutes, right? So there is a time gap between two longitudinal lines are 4 minutes, right? Around 29 longitude pass through India. So how many longitudes passes through India? That is 29, which means that there will be 29 different times in India. Just imagine, there will be 29 different times in India. So which will cause a lot of confusion, right? It is very clear to everyone, if there will be 29 different times in India, there will be a lot of confusion. So to avoid this confusion, we have chosen 82 degree 30 minute east as the standard meridian of India, as it divides our country into two equal halves. Here in this map you can see this is 82 degree 30 minutes east. This is the standard meridian line passes through India, right? So it passes through Mirza, that is the center of India. So here you can see this location is in Mirzapur and it comes under Uttar Pradesh. So this place is Uttar Pradesh, this is Madhya Pradesh, or you can see it is in the center. It is Chhattisgarh, this one is Odisha, and this is your Andhra Pradesh. So if you want to know the time, what we are taking the time of Mirzapur as the time of India. And one more thing, there is an understanding among the countries of the world that the degrees of the meridian should be divisible by 7 degree 30 minutes east. So whatever the standard meridian is taken in countries, that should be divisible by 7 degree 30 minutes. So that point or that location or position, that place will be considered as standard meridian of that country. So in India it is Mirzapur, that is 82 degree 30 minutes east. So today we did the size of India and location of India. In the next module we will move further. Thank you.